Hey there, welcome in to CT Now. I am Kristin, Tallent, Communications Director at Cape Girardeau Public Schools, alongside Dr. Howard Benyon, our Superintendent of Schools. Hey there, Dr. Benyon, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
This
I'm
is exciting.
I know, our first podcast.
Yes, it's something that we've been talking about for a while, and we're actually getting it going, and it gives us just another opportunity to talk about all of the wonderful things going on throughout our district, right?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Yeah, it's been a great school year so far.
Yep.
We've got lots of new things this school year for our families and for our students, starting with the Yondr pouch, which our students, I don't know if they were sure how they were going to feel about that at first, but it's a pouch that cell phones go into.
That's right.
And it's secured throughout the day. Mm-hmm. Junior high and high school are doing that this year. How's it going?
I think it's going really well. I think a lot of the students are already familiar with it because we started it last year at the high school, second semester, and it went extremely well. We saw kids more engaged. We saw students having conversations in the hallways, in the cafeteria. It's just a different level of engagement for our students. So we're really excited about that, and we knew that it was going to be very impactful for our junior high students as well. So this year has started off great. We've had a few hiccups making sure the process, it took a little bit longer for the students to get into the buildings, but now it's running a lot smoothly.
Yeah.
So which is wonderful, and we want to continue to make it even more efficient. So
and the teachers absolutely love the Yondr pouches, don't they?
Yeah. We're not spending 5 minutes to 10 minutes before school. Before classes start, getting everyone putting their phones up. So
that makes sense.
It makes instructionally, it has made a big difference for the things that they can cover in the short amount of time that they have those students.
So another thing that is new, actually at the junior high school and at the high school, the weapons detection devices.
Yeah.
Students are going through those every day.
Yep, every day they go through the program. They go through the metal detectors. Well, they're weapons detectors, and we're just now kind of working through what will go off and what won't go off. So even a laptop or a Chromebook, they have to be passed around. Those systems because they're that sensitive, and so they look at it differently. They look at the laptop or a Chromebook differently. So they're just very sensitive, and sometimes we have to adjust those a little bit. And then some people were bringing hairspray bottles. And hairspray bottles will go off and trigger these alarms as well. So we had some delays at first. I think students are now realizing they can't bring certain things because it will set off those metal detectors.
Hairspray can be very important to a teenage girl, you know.
I know. I get it. But don't bring your hairspray. Put them in a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
It'll make it a little bit a faster transition into the building.
For sure. And those weapons detection systems are also at our football games and at some of our other events. And then the other thing for people to keep in mind, if you're showing up at events, that you have to have a clear bag now as well.
Yeah. And there's specific requirements on our website if you'll take a look at that so that you're not having to go back to your car, putting your purse or whatever back in your car. So we do also sell those. The Booster Club is also selling those.
I saw those
backpacks.
They're cute,
oh yeah. So you can get a little swag from the Booster Club, and you'll be in compliance with the clear plastic bags too.
Yeah, that was really smart. I feel them doing that.
I think that was intentional. Yeah.
I think so
but we
too.
have the greatest Booster Club. They do so many different things for our district, including providing lots of different resources for not only our football, our basketball, but also our band, our choir. So it's exciting that they're going to be able to raise a little bit of money as well to support some of those programs.
Yeah, go get those clear purses. They're super cute.
Yeah.
Another thing that's new this year, we have the Rooms Communications platform. That is more specific for teacher to guardian communication, and it really has been going well because our families only have to download one app now.
Well, that is really part of our CSIP plan. One of the feedbacks that we received from our families were that we had too many apps to receive messages. We were getting messages from Remind. We were getting messages from Class Dojo. We were getting messages from Infinite Campus, GroupMe, all of these. So now it's all on one platform, which is Rooms, which is also part of our website. And so we're really excited about that. And I know if you haven't signed up yet, get on our website. It's on
Yes.
our very front page. You can click on that link and download the app. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call your building administrators or secretary, or
Sure.
you can reach out to Miss Tallent as
Yes.
well. She's an expert at that.
And my email address is tallenttk@capetigers.com. That's TALLENTK@capetigers.com. And lots of families have been emailing me, lots of teachers, and we definitely want to get people taken care of so they can communicate. It is so important.
Yeah.
It's a big piece of keeping our parents involved in their child's educational journey. Other new things that we have this year, the new indoor practice facility at the high school is absolutely gorgeous.
It's incredible. We have people come in wanting to see what it is so that they may be able to bring it back to their school district. We've had a variety of events in there. We've had soccer. We're looking forward to our youth being able to use it. I know our football, our band has used it during rainy days to practice,
And the extreme heat
and
over
the
the
extreme
summer.
heat over the summer. They used it quite a bit over the extreme heat. And what's wonderful about it is it's a full size football field. So when band practices on that, they can do the exact same. I'm not sure what the word is, but they use it.
Their
They
spots
use their
are the
lines
same, yes.
on the football field to actually be able to practice exactly how it will be practiced on the football field. So that's really a great opportunity for all of our students to be able to use that facility.
It's really, really
Yeah,
neat.
it's
We had a
incredible.
great ribbon cutting grand opening ceremony with our
Yes.
Cape Chamber.
Yeah.
Lots of people were there. They got to take tours, and people are just so amazed to see that this facility is on a high school campus, because there are some smaller colleges that they don't have that level of facilities. So we're very lucky.
And so part of that was built through some of our ESSER dollars, which was federal dollars that we got during COVID. So we offset some of those costs. So it really wasn't through our district. It was, but it wasn't through our dollars that come in from the locally and from our state as well. So that was exciting. It was more federal dollars of how we built that. It's the same thing that we're doing with our Red Star facility. It's getting finished really this week, should be almost completed. And so then the Central Academy will be moving into that facility in October. So we're really excited about that, middle of October. So we're excited about that transition. They'll have a brand new, beautiful facility. I know Mr. Ritter spoke about that and the savings that occurred because we actually took an old building and renovated it. We got pennies on the dollar to be able to do that. You're not going to get that large of a facility for that price, for that dollar amount. So we're excited about it. And then we also wrote a grant for the state to actually build a state-of-the-art welding facility. So we'll be able to do some post-secondary training for our community. And we're really excited about that because a lot of times students that graduate from the CTC have to go off to get that advanced welding skills. Now they can actually get that here for a very cheap cost, or even free, either through A+ dollars or different grants that are out there. So we're excited about that. We hopefully will have Mr. Crowley, our CTC director, come in and talk a little bit about the Career Tech Center and what we offer to the community, and maybe even show some pictures of things that you can do. As you know, Abby and Scott, Gabby and Scott.
She
got
is
so mad
rolling
at me
her
for that.
eyes behind the camera,
I know.
and
Gabby and Scott were in the film program.
That's what
so
you get for calling her the wrong name and teasing her.
Gabby, don't get mad at me. I'm always in hot water, so just
You're not going to look as good on this podcast.
I know.
You realize
It's okay. It's our
that?
first podcast.
Because she is editing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Scott, make sure you.
Well, those are two things, though, that people can look forward to us hosting ribbon cutting or grand opening ceremonies, so they can go check out Red Star, so they can go check out that new welding facility once it's all finished. So those are exciting things as well. And also the new partnership with SEMO, specifically, this is something for our staff members. It's really incredible.
As we know, we're looking at teacher retention all the time, and we're really looking at bigger than just teacher. We're looking at staff retention. We want to keep our staff. And so we're trying to find different ways to be able to entice them to stay for long term, because we know the long term teachers that are here become wonderful, wonderful teachers for our students. And so that was part of the process. Dr. Beck worked very closely with SEMO, and that partnership is any staff member, I hope I'm trying to get this correctly, any staff member that works for our school district gets a 20% discount to SEMO. So that is a huge benefit for our teacher assistants who are working on their bachelor's degree.
Sure.
It's great for those that are working on graduate degree programs because it will help them in the long run financially. So we want to try to bring in different types of programs like that to help support our teachers.
And it's so neat to see, because so many of our employees, like so many of our teachers, are graduates of SEMO. I mean, SEMO truly has one of the best education departments.
Yeah.
It's just incredible to see the product that they produce. I mean, just very highly qualified teachers.
Yeah. We try to recruit as many as we can
That's right.
from SEMO. We take them in as student teachers in the classrooms so they can get familiar and really fall in love with Cape Girardeau like we have.
That's right.
So we're excited about the partnership.
We want them all here.
That's right. We want to take all of them.
Well, we are going to take a short break, and that's going to give you some time maybe to apologize to Gabby for getting her name wrong.
I owe her big time.
But when we come back, we're going to talk about the September and then rewind to the August board meeting about to talk about something that was very important that we shared at that meeting as well. So stick with us. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes.
Signing up to speak at a Cape Girardeau Public Schools Board meeting is easy. Residents and parents or guardians of students have two options: placing an item on the agenda or by making a public comment. Let's take a closer look at how to do each of these. To suggest an item for the school board meeting agenda, first schedule a meeting with the superintendent or one of the assistant superintendents. This allows you the chance to talk about your concerns with the administration, and it might resolve the issue. If your concern remains unresolved after meeting with the administrator, reach out to the board secretary to make a request for your item to be added to the agenda for the next school board meeting. You will have 5 minutes to present your issue to the board during the public meeting. Your other option to address the school board is to sign up to make a public comment. To do this, contact the board secretary at least 5 days before the meeting. You will be added to the list of speakers for the evening, and comments will be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Remember, whether you're making the request to place an item on the agenda or to make a public comment, please complete the appropriate form and return it to the board secretary at least 5 days prior to the meeting. Information on how to reach the school board secretary and address the school board can be found on ktigers.com under Board. Your input is crucial to the success of our school district. District policies and procedures are stronger when the district receives feedback from Cape residents and the guardians of students. For more detailed information about speaking at board meetings, please review policy BDDH, which you can find on the district website under Board. Thank you for your time and for supporting Cape Girardeau Public Schools.
A big thank you to Gabby Knupp, who produced that video for us. She is a proud graduate of Cape Central High School, the class of 2024, alongside Scott Schnurbush, who's also a Cape Central alum. They are helping us with this new podcast. They are now students at MAC, and we're excited that they're helping us along the way with this new thing that we're tackling.
They're the experts.
They are definitely the experts. They've been
Walking us
coaching
through
us and helping us. And Coach Tyson Mullers is here with us now. We're going to recap a couple of our board meetings. We're going to go back to the August board meeting where you gave a great update about our youth sports program. First off, can you just tell people what that program is exactly?
Well, essentially, our school district has seen the great benefits of youth sports for our kids in our district, and we provide free sports for our kids in conjunction with the Cape Parks and Rec department. They enter through our Final Forms website. I put them together in teams, and we try to keep those school-based as best we can. And then those teams are entered into the Cape Parks and Rec leagues, and they play in those, and they're coached by volunteers, and some of our own staff members do that as well. So it's been great.
That's wonderful. Hey, tell us a little bit of why it's important that we get students involved in sports at a younger age, because I know it's an impactful thing for our buildings as well.
Yeah, education-based athletics is one of the great drivers of success for our students. They learn teamwork, they learn responsibility, discipline, all of the things that can help them throughout their scholastic career, but also after they get out of school. It's shown that education-based athletics helps with behavior, helps with attendance at school, and academically. Students who are at school more do better in school. So if we can give students something that they look forward to and that they can be a part of and participate in, we know that they'll do better in school. So it's really a great thing for our school.
So are you seeing a difference in those events that we're putting on with community engagement and really families being more engaged with the schools as well?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, we have our Future Tiger Nights. We have practices for our kids through our programs. We've added additional camps, including the first year we did this. We started with basketball, and our partners at the city asked us, like, do you think our parents would show up and support? And overwhelmingly, they were really happy to see the number of parents coming and grandparents to watch their students play in our leagues. So that's been a great positive. So much more community engagement, people coming to our games, coming to see their kids participate in these leagues.
And a reminder, it is free for all families within Cape Girardeau Public Schools to participate. Coach Moyers, tell us, how do families get their kids to sign up for this?
So we have a platform called Final Forms. It's a website. I send information out through the principals and flyers that go out. You should be able to see those on social media or through your classroom rooms. You'll see those flyers and you'll be able to sign up directly onto that website. And essentially, once you've done that, you're in and you sign up for those specific sports. We do have sign up periods for seasons. So currently, we are in our fall season. We have flag football, cross country, and volleyball. And our sign up period for basketball is actually going to start October 1. So you'll start seeing some flyers about that go out very soon. And you just sign up at that website, and then you'll get a contact from me to make sure that your student does want to participate. And then I'll put those students into teams and assign coaches, and then you'll hear from those coaches about when practices and games are.
Will parents still be able to use the yard signs that are out in front of the schools, to the QR codes?
Yeah, absolutely. So we did add that this year. I'm glad you brought that up. Where we have yard signs at parent pickup or at student pickup lines. So when you drive to your school, your student's school, to drop them off, there are yard signs with QR codes. You can point and click with your camera on your phone, and it'll bring you right to the website where you sign them up.
So I hear people all the time asking, how can I get involved in the school? Community-wise, how can people help with this program?
100%. Number one thing is we need coaches. We do. That's one of the challenges of this program, is that we want qualified people to come coach their teams. I mean, obviously we have a lot of parents that step up in that role. We have some of our staff members that step up in that role, and it is a volunteer opportunity for any community member that would like to help us out with this program. You know, it is grade 1 through 6. I wanted to make sure to mention that. So, you know, any of those students in grades 1 through 6 are eligible for this program. And like I said, any community member that would be willing to help coach in our sports. I mean, like I said, the fall sports right now, flag football, cross country, and volleyball are underway. Basketball starting soon. Then in the late winter, early spring, it's soccer, and then baseball, softball, and track and field. I'm actually leaving for a meeting here shortly to go talk about adding swim. So we're expanding this program and the opportunities for kids in Cape, and we're really excited about it.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And then we also had the September board meeting, and summer school was a big topic about just how that's serving our kids. Dr. Benyon, why is summer school so important for our families?
Well, there's several reasons why. I think that it allows kids to continue to be engaged in a different way, because summer school's not as stringent of an academic or rigorous curriculum, but we do have specific things that we want students to to work on, and then also more importantly is credit recovery. We had about 1,045 students attend summer school. It's the largest that we've had in quite some time. I think it's partly because of COVID at one point, and now people are starting to see the value of summer school. We had some really cool programming with the Career Tech Center, our junior high. We're doing different projects over there and really learning about what's available at the Career Tech Center. So we're really excited about that partnership and students going over there from the junior high. We also had swim classes for all of our students. I know Tyson was talking about possibly starting a swim team, but we also provided that opportunity for those kids to get in the pool and learn some different swim strokes for the older kids, and then also some of our students learn how to swim in general. So we're really excited about how that all turned out. We're going to continue to come up with strategies to keep kids engaged during summer school, because we feel it's truly a powerful tool to get kids more engaged on specific content areas for learning that they may have missed out in during the school year. So we look forward to it. Look for more information coming out probably around March, and hopefully you'll be able to get your students signed up for summer school classes.
Yeah, great topics for us to cover at our board meetings. And just a reminder to everybody, our October meeting is the 28th. So we hope that people pay attention to important information that we share through those board meetings. And just a reminder that people can watch actually our board meetings. They're typically posted the next day sometime on our YouTube account. So yeah, just a way to keep people engaged in our school community. So we're about out of time, but before we go, I think it's good to just share positive things that are going on throughout our school district. So we're going to call this the last word. So I'm going to start with my last word, something really exciting for our entire school community. But head coach Dana Powell was named the Missouri girls swimming coach of the year. And of course, we knew that last spring when it was announced, but we've celebrated that throughout the fall. And just, she's such a deserving person of this. She has such school spirit. She's just overall just a phenomenal person. So I wanted to make sure that we shouted that out.
Well, she was surprised at the Cape Rock swim meet that we just had a couple weeks ago, so it was exciting to see her get that award.
Yeah.
Absolutely deserves it.
That's awesome. What about you, Coach?
Yeah, our High Five Fridays, we actually have one of those scheduled for tomorrow. We had one at the end of August. Essentially, it's our high school student athletes going out to the buildings at the elementary, middle school, and junior high, and welcoming kids into the building, giving them something to be happy about coming to school. And we're doing these across the 2 per season, so there'll be 6 total. They talk about values of our athletic department. The first one this year, when we based it off the acronym of TIGERS. So the first one was teamwork. This week's integrity. So be looking for those high school athletes out of those buildings to greet your students and talk about integrity. So I really love that program we're doing, and that's something new we've been doing this year.
It's cool to see the older kids interacting with the younger kids. Yeah,
absolutely. And, we talk all the time about how how impactful it is on our younger kids and the kids at the elementaries and middle school. But to me, the impact too is our high school kids. They don't realize until they get in those schools how much they enjoy being there. And I tell them, hey, give them some high fives. Expect high fives, but also expect some hugs, because they'll get them. So.
Yeah,
great.
It's a lot of fun. That's a good one. What about you, Dr. Benyon?
There's so many great things going on in the district. I think probably the most impactful thing this week is that we had our first youth advisory council, and we invited our parents to come along with the students to actually central office, and we had an opportunity to speak to them about that. Dr. Beck has been working on this for quite some time, and we're excited about the possibilities. We really want to start getting a different vision of what our students need, and we feel that we can get that directly from this student council committee that we've started, this youth committee. It's just going to take a process. Initially, we just wanted them to brainstorm, and we had a nice lunch with their parents, and they just brainstormed and jotted some things down on the paper of what they'd like to see as topics to discuss. I was reading through all of them, and some of them were very entertaining. No homework was mentioned multiple times, so I'm sure that will be a hot topic when we start having those conversations. And I talked to those kids when they wrote those up there. So I'm really excited about that. That's going to start each month. So we'll be meeting with 3rd grade through 5th grade, and then 6th grade through high school. We'll be meeting in separate committees. So we're really excited because we separated the two because I'm sure that they will have different topics that they would like to discuss. So I'm excited about it. I know Dr. Beck is very excited about it. He's our deputy superintendent, and I know we're going to gather some really great information and how we can move forward to help support our kids in our district.
It's great to have that student voice, right?
It's awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. That's going to do it for our very first edition of CT Now. It went fast, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
But we'll be excited to continue to share all of the wonderful things going on throughout the district. So until next time, go Tigers. We'll see you later.